All right, so that brings us down to steps 21 through 30. Now, 21 through 30 involve networking primarily, and so a lot of this stuff is going to be very familiar to you. So if we're looking at, let me see if I can find my mouse. There it is. Okay, so if we're looking at step 21, it's just use a simple ping command. Ping, and okay, as you guys might know from your experiences here, if you don't put a count, if you don't put a count on your ping command, it just pings until further notice on Linux. Which sometimes that might be what you want, you know, if you're doing some testing on a line, but for us, we're going to pretend like we're using just the Windows count of 4. So let's see if we can ping google.com. And sure enough, we can. There's google.com. Okay, and then screenshot this. Or you can wait until you've done your trace route and then screenshot the whole thing. So the next thing we're going to do is a trace route to Google. So commands do the same thing, but they're worded a little differently here than they are in Windows. What the heck? Oh, it would help if I could spell and type. There we go. Okay, so well, this is interesting. We're going to hit our hop maximum. Okay, now this could be because of the way I've got my network card configured. This particular machine uses a wireless card, and I've also, whenever I started this machine, I configured the network as NAT instead of bridged, so that could be messing me up. But the main thing is, you know, we gave it the old college try, so screenshot this and submit it. Hopefully yours looks a little better than that. All right, we're supposed to install and enable OpenSSH. SSH stands for Secure Shell. All right, so we're going to install this thing. Okay, it's already installed. All right, outstanding. So we're going to start the daemon. We're going to enable it. Okay, very good. And now we'll check the status of it. Okay, all right, very good. Now screenshot this. Task 24 is to write a script called diskusage.sh. Okay, so let's do it. vi. Okay, diskusage.sh. All right, so here we are in the VI editor. Now, as you remember from earlier, in order to be able to type, we need to go into insert mode. So we'll hit escape, A. Now we're in insert. So we're going to do, let's see, hashtag exclamation point. And SH that we always do for scripts. And then the command is going to be df minus h, or I guess dash h. All right, now if we run this script, then that should do what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to output disk usage in human readable format. Okay. All right, now escape, write, quit. All right, now let's type it in. Let's bash. Noise. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so yeah, screenshot this. All right, what is the next thing we're supposed to do? Use top to list the top 5 processes. Okay, so we used this top command recently in another lab. Most memory. Processes that are consuming the most memory. Okay, it looks like right this minute, and you can just screenshot this. Okay, so the ones using the most memory are GNOME shell, and Python. Okay. All right, so we did that. What's the next thing we're supposed to do? Well, let's see. Control C to exit. Use PS to find all processes owned by exam user. Okay, well, shouldn't be many. All right, so that's it, exam user. All right, change the host name to finalexam.local and verify it. All right, let's clear this off. Okay, sudo hostname control set hostname finalexam.local. Okay. All right, so apparently it did it. Okay, hostname control. All right, hostname is finalexam.local. All right, screenshot this for hand in. We're getting down to the bottom of this thing. We don't have too many more things to go. Okay, instruction number 28. Use NMCLI. I guess we've got it installed. I guess we'll soon find out. To configure a manual IP address for the wired connection, 192.168.1.100. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see, NMCLI, connection, modify. Okay, so I had my syntax messed up. So if you type this command in just like this, NMCLI, connection modify, etc., then it ought to work. Okay, wired connection 1. All right, very good. Okay, NM. Okay. All right, so now, okay, and screenshot this, showing that your connection is up and running. Okay, and install HTOP and display system processes. Okay, so we did this in a previous lab also, just like a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so something I've just realized is that we should have saved step 28 for last because it involves making changes to our um, Ethernet interface, and I didn't remember to write down my Ethernet interface addressing before we did all that. So now my Ethernet address, my adapter is messed up. So yeah, that was an oversight on my part, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, so now what I've done, and you can totally do this, it's perfectly fine. I just shut down the server, I'm sorry, the workstation that we've been using, and I just went back and picked up my old Fedora VM that I had running from earlier in the class, and I just started it up because now we're down to the last two commands, and they're really easy ones. So the first thing it says is install HTOP. Okay, so we're going to do that. Well, there we go. So I've gone into Canvas and I've made a note in the instructions for the final exam and said save step 28 for last. Because in order to be able to install HTOP, you've got to be able to access the internet, and if you've messed up your internet connection, then it's not going to work. Now, depending on your network, if you're doing this from home, then doing those changes to NMCLI may not have given you any problems at all. But I'm here at school and I'm on my test machine and I'm connected via wireless to the Sandbox network. So the wireless network and the regular wired Sandbox network are on two different networks. And yeah, so it's a pain. Okay, so now I've got HTOP installed, and now I can run it. There it goes. Okay, now that you've got HTOP installed and you're running it, just screenshot this thing, and that'll be your turn in for this for number 29. That's all there is to it. Okay, Control C to get out of it. Now we're down to the very last thing. This is item 30, and it says use dig to resolve a domain name. Okay, www.linux.org. Okay, and there it is. So you're just going to screenshot this, and that's all you need. This is just showing that, okay, here we've got an entry for a Linus.org, and it's 94.136.40.82. So, okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, shoot, I misspelled it. It was supposed to be Linux.org. Okay, there it goes. This is the real deal. Now, screenshot this and send it in or submit it. Okay, cool. And that takes you down through number 30. So hopefully everybody gets this stuff done. And like I said, if you've done 28 and it's messed up your network connection and you didn't write down the network information before you did it, then you can just use any instance of Fedora to answer questions 29 and 30. Screenshot everything and submit it, and you should be good to go. And so good luck, everybody, on your final. I'm sure y'all are going to do very well. And I will talk to you later.